Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is week 26 of Meets What's Menopause. I'm Joe Gleason, and with me, every week, is my beautiful co-host, Kirsty the Brit Chick.
Hello.
How goes? How goes? What's the latest?
What's the latest? I'm hot. I'm in Canada and I'm hot. Everywhere I go, it's hot because nobody has air conditioning. Believe it or not.
Yeah, you guys have had a pretty good run of warm temperatures. A little abnormal, right? So
I don't know. It's just weird. It's very weird because at night it gets cold, unlike Arizona. I can't believe we're sitting here talking about the weather, but that's what we're talking about. And yeah, it's just it was late coming here, I think, because when I first got here, it was just raining and crappy, and then it's just hot. It feels like Mexico. It feels hot and humid, which is not how Canada is, and I'm just dying all the time. I shouldn't complain. I love hot weather, but there's no respite, you know.
Yeah, I'd probably rather depends. I'd rather sleep cold, but I would rather be warm, sort of like in terms of like overall temperatures. I don't like being hot when I sleep. That's the worst.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I just want to get in the car and drive because that's where the aircon is.
Yeah, unless, well, hello, what's up, Vince? Yeah, Vince is out here in AZ now, and I just got back from Illinois, so we've both been kind of going back and forth here. So welcome to the big show.
Yeah, how you guys doing, Vince? It's good to see you, and you're experiencing that hotness.
Yeah, it's monsoon, so it's a little more humid here than normal as well.
Oh yeah, Vince? Did you guys get the dust storm? I'm seeing it all in the news and stuff because you weren't back there yet, were you, Joe? You were still back in Illinois.
Vince flew out here yesterday, and he flew out in the morning, and I flew back last night. So I think he missed. What's up, Ben? How you doing, buddy? You guys rocking from different parts of the house? Yeah, I think it was 2 nights ago. When the big 2 or 3 nights ago is when the big dust storm blew through here.
Yeah, it was kind of wild. Just looking at the pictures, I still have not yet experienced that. Believe it or not,
it's wild. There was 1 year, like right after I moved here, within the first couple of years of moving here, that it was so bad that like you could barely see like past your arm's length. It was so thick, and then like the sand got in your eyes and your mouth, and it was just awful. But not too bad. So yeah, what are you making for dinner tonight, guys? I'm 45-minute drive away. So what are you making?
They should be on their way over now, shouldn't they? Really deliver. Why didn't they do that? They could race over to you and see if they can make it in an hour, and we'll get them live on here with their wares.
There you go. Yeah. Well, I just got back. The house is not guest ready.
But why not?
Joey did well though. He held down the fort. Yeah. So, what else? Who else is here? Let us know. Welcome in.
Yeah, just let us know in the comments who's in here right now and what we got going on. We should.
Yeah, I feel a little off. Like I'm feeling like a little jet lag today. Like my whole body clock and just everything just feels.
We've been racing around, haven't
you? Yeah, and today I'm just trying to get some ducks in a row, and I got some work to get done in the morning, and we talked about this either last week or a couple weeks ago. It's like the silly technology things that probably take a college age kid like 5 minutes to fix. It takes me half a day because for reasons I can't explain, my PayPal is now not recognizing that I upgraded my program or whatever the level of subscript. No, this is PayPal, not PayPal. Zoom.
Yeah.
And it's like it's not. I have one account, and it's still keeping me at the basic. I'm like, no, I got an appointment in the morning, and I need more time than 40 minutes, so I paid for the extra one, and it's just crazy. And they're like, just go into this and do that. I'm like, it's not there. It's not what you say should be there. Isn't.
I've been having technological issues the last 2 days. Literally, it was so embarrassing. And if she's here, going to see this, she'll know what I'm talking about. But I had a photography client, and I was trying to get some images to her, and it was all done, but I couldn't send them to her. And I'm using a whole new platform to do all of this, a whole new thing with edits and everything like that. And so, I couldn't. It just nothing would work. I spent from the moment I wake up was in bed with my laptop on my lap, funnily enough, and researching with my AI how to get this thing to work. And I was on the phone. And when one thing worked, the next thing didn't. So then it was like, I had to pay for the service, but my PayPal wouldn't work. It wouldn't connect. It didn't recognize me. I have 2 PayPal accounts. So then I had to go to my bank, and then my bank couldn't do it. And then it wouldn't connect to something else. And then I was on like 4 different apps, and nothing was talking to the other one. And then when I finally got it all done, then it wasn't working. So I literally was in my bed from whatever time it was I woke up, like 7:30 or something, till 7 in the evening. I didn't even come out the room. I was just literally in what I slept in. And then Thomas's mum came by. She's like, hey. I was like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I haven't even got up. I was just a mess. And I was like, I've literally been working, just trying to get this shit to work. It's so difficult. And then I had the same thing this morning. And then my marketing web designer gal, she was trying to do stuff, and that wasn't connecting properly. And then I did the Zoom thing, and then the Zoom wasn't working. I'm like, I just feel like maybe I'm supposed to be in a hole today, like deep underground. Maybe. Connecting with anyone. It's the weirdest.
Click on the options. Joey says just click on the options. I'm going to have Joey help me out with this later, so we'll get it dialed in. But yeah, and then Vince and the gang are going to go over to Frank and Lupe's, which is gosh, you guys have been there more frequently than I have. It's a really good Mexican restaurant over in. It's a restaurant in Scottsdale. Yeah, but I think they've moved locations. I don't think they're over where they were, guys. So I think the dad may have retired or something, and then the kids or the brother or something is carrying on. So anyway, haven't had that forever. My aunt and uncle found it. Gosh, they've been here since 1980, so it goes way back. We used to, even before I moved here, we used to go there. And so but I just haven't been there in, gosh, 10 years. It's been forever. I think maybe it may have been the time I was there with you, Vince. Yeah, Vince and I came out here for.
It sounds like what you're saying. Yeah. Okay.
Yep, pretty good stuff too. So, let me know, guys, how it goes, because it's a good one. I just don't get over to the East Valley super often. But they have a new location. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, because something with the. I think the dad retired or something. My mom was telling me. So, yep, all good. You'll find it. It'll be good. I'm sure you'll figure it out. They have the Google machine. So yeah.
Yet to discover this one.
Yeah, no, it's in Scottsdale, and there's stuff over here that is just as good. So I don't usually just drive there to drive there. So, but
tell me, because we've both been traveling, so. Well, I still am, but you just got back. But question for you: what are your home comforts that you miss? Because when you've been away and you've been racing around time zones and everything, you just think, I just want my own bed, and then or want to walk on carpet. That's always one of my things.
Yeah.
But what's your thing? What do you miss? Like when you're away, like no matter where you are, whether you're staying with people or in a hotel or whatever it is that you're doing, like what are the things that you really miss? Your home comforts.
I miss you, babe.
Aw. Well, that's nice. I miss you too.
Yeah, you're my home comfort. Not here. I'm a fan person. I like fans.
That all happened at the same time.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. It's great minds, I guess, right? So I'm a fan person. I like moving air, and I'm probably the exception to the rule. I like when I feel like I'm in a room that it's just air's not moving. It just feels like I'm like in a tomb or a coffin or something. And I just get like claustrophobic. So that's my mental nonsense. But that's one thing. It's just kind of controlling the environment. And in Illinois, like at my brother's house, I stay with him. They have the air on and they keep it the same temperature that we do here.
Yeah.
But it's humid there, and it just felt so like it was like suffocating almost. And I'm like, I couldn't get cool. So that's one thing. I would say just kind of knowing where everything is. So like if I just want to go make a sandwich or something, yeah, it's yeah, exactly. They'd probably swap me out for you, but but yeah, no, that's a big one. I'm very allergic to animals, like cats specifically, and so like just sort of that's a an adjustment if I'm staying at somebody's house that has what's that?
That's just the thing, though. All animals love you. They swarm you. Whenever you're around animals, they all come to you. So you're gonna have to figure this out.
Well, I love it. It's cool. I love animals, but it's just I need to make sure I've got all the antihistamines and stuff. I guess so. Yeah, probably just knowing like where stores are and having your own car and just some of those like just the freedom of movement. So if you're not staying at a Airbnb that you're renting a resort or something, if you're staying with people, you kind of have to be on their schedule and respectful and all that sort of thing. So, and it's not a problem. It's just when you're talking about things that you miss, it's sort of just operating on your own schedule and operating at your own pace and doing what you want when you want kind of thing. So,
Yeah.
let me think. Anything else? Yeah, that's probably. What about you? What are some of the other than carpet?
Yeah, I don't know. That's just a thing from as long as I can ever remember. Maybe I don't know. I'm just trying to think. Like in England, everything was carpeted. The toilets were carpeted. Everything was carpet. So when you went away, let's say in Europe on holiday to Spain or wherever, everything was tile. And I just remember that being one of the things that I just longed for, was to walk on carpet. But that's probably just an old childhood. I don't know if it's a trauma or a memory, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I think for me, it's because I'm kind of like working from wherever I am. I'm working in one way or another. And it's just being able to be set up and be able to do that properly. I think I get, because I'm like, oh, damn it, I need this cable, or I need I don't have my surroundings set up in the way that I want. Like right now, I'm sitting on a bed with a suitcase in front of me that's balancing my laptop with a little. It's funny, like if you knew how I was sitting right now, it's nuts. And so I'm in a yoga position for like the next hour, literally trying to balance everything just so we can do this. But I hate not having my microphone properly, set up, and so those kinds of things. It just. And I do different things, right? So I'm a photographer, I'm a hairstylist, and then I do personal development sessions and workshops and things. So, I need my laptop, I need all my camera equipment, I need my hair stuff. And it's like wherever I am, I have all of those tools, but they're not the ones that I always use. So it's so just jumping between things and having to get used to different systems and different tools and what I'm doing. So it's interesting because I've been here. How long have I been here now? Like 2 weeks?
3. I think yesterday was 3 weeks.
Shut up! Really?
I think so. Yeah, I'd have to look at it. But time is flying.
Yeah, I got here on the 23rd. Yeah, you might be right. Hey, because it's the 15th. Wow. Yeah. So I've lost track of time. That's just it. I sort of figured I'd come here, hit the ground running, and just start working and doing stuff. But I feel like I just need time to settle in, time to plan, time to do stuff, time to reconnect. And it's just like time is whizzing by. So, yeah, kind of feels weird. One thing I do love about here is it's like I'm in Canada right now, and it's kind of like my home comfort products like chocolate is so much better. Different foods, bars, that kind of thing. Like I do really appreciate some of the foods here.
Even though it's like 15 times more expensive than what we've got here.
Holy shit. I cannot believe this. It's bad. Like really, really bad. Here, I'm going to show you. I had a... So this is what I went in the store and bought today. You see this bag here? I'm using...
Oh, you have pictures prepared. Look at you.
I do. Well, because it shocked me. I was like, what the hell? One bag. I had to buy the bag because you don't get free bags. And that one bag of groceries, the eggs and the Diet Coke is separate because it wouldn't fit in there. But that's it. 99. The price is on there. I don't know if you can even see it zoomed in there. But yeah, it's like $100 for one bag of groceries.
And I wouldn't even say that that's like stuffed full. I mean, it's mostly full of the bag. But yeah, I mean, we kind of chatted about this
a couple weeks ago. A pizza, some little, pies the pie cases or whatever to fill in, breakfast sausages, butter, cheese, just basic shit like that. And over $100. I just can't. It's just like criminal.
Yeah, well, with this, I guess with the war continuing on, that I think things probably have to brace ourselves for a while with things being more expensive. They're using this as an opportunity to, it's inflation because things are more expensive to get here, I guess. So, but anyway, yeah, it's unfortunate because, especially if you've got a family, you're trying to feed. I mean, if you're just one person going out and that's kind of just for you, but that's not like shopping for the whole week for you and a family. That's just kind of one night or a night and an afternoon kind of thing, right?
Kind of. I mean, I'm staying with my kids, with Ruby and Thomas. So there's 3 of us here. So I'm buying as many groceries as I can while I'm there, and everyone's covering different things, and it's just like, this is nuts. It's just like every time I pop out to grab a couple of things, it's like easily, $100, $150. It's just not even for the week or anything. So nuts. It's really nuts. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it adds up quick. Yeah, I didn't really notice a huge difference between here and Illinois. In terms of we weren't going crazy like at restaurants per se, but we weren't. I mean, we were so busy we weren't really eating in the normal cadence that we did like we would do here. Like so, and I'm really kind of a one meal a day person, and I kind of just like eat a sandwich for lunch or leftovers or something. But I'm not like 3 meals a day person. So,
me neither.
Yeah, we had our small town. This is one thing. I think you guys just had the big stampede, or is that still going on, or is that over with?
No, it finished on Sunday. I think it finished on, what day are we on? Wednesday. I think it finished on Sunday. I think it was Friday. It's 10 days, Friday to Sunday. So Cowboys.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how like Arizona has the state fair here in basically downtown in Phoenix. I've never been to it, but it's not really like. No, I don't think it's happening right now. It'll be when it's a little cooler. I think it's in the fall.
Yeah.
I've never been. My kids have been. But the interesting thing is like there's not really that local festival kind of thing out here like there is in the Midwest. So like all the little towns, and even in the suburbs, some of those towns have like their summer fest and all that. And I think we've talked about this a little bit before in one of the previous weeks, but it's just kind of interesting. And it's this last weekend was my class reunion. I won't share which one because I'm getting old, but 35th class reunion. We had 70. I think we had 72 or 74 kids in our class. 15 of us made the journey to Byron Fest into our class reunion this year. So it was very last minute. Kind of got thrown together, I think, a week before it all happened. So, but one person came in from Idaho, one person came in from San Francisco, and then I came in from Phoenix. So it was cool to see some old friends, and you know what was cool is that I didn't feel like there was any of the like, well, I drive a Mercedes and. Well, my Beamer's in the shop, but when I'm not driving my Beamer, I've got my private plane that I jet set around. I mean, there was just none of that sort of keeping up with the Joneses nonsense that we may have done when we were younger. But now everyone's just like, hey man, it's just good to see you. We're still alive. Right. Like it was really an authentic. What's that?
We actually made it.
We made it. Yeah. No, it's just, kind of telling old stories. And so, and there was, for a lot of us, our favorite type of music was hair metal or, glam rock, whatever you want to call it. And so there was a band that played a lot of that music, just happened to be like kind of in that same window of time. And so we're all laughing and kind of enjoying all that. So, it felt like being, 17 all over again. But with a bad foot and my knee's a little achy and
how did you do with all that walking around and stuff? Like you're good?
I got to take it easy for a few days because I kind of pushed myself. Part of it was that I don't even think I told you this was on my flight out to Chicago. I just looked on my phone, which had my boarding pass on my phone, and I thought I had checked the departure board when I had gotten through security and everything. Didn't notice anything at the gate. So I'm sitting at the gate that is on my boarding pass.
Oh no!
Just sitting there. I'm like, I don't even see the plane here. We're supposed to be boarding. And so I'm looking around. It's not really that busy. There's not that much like in this spot. It's just kind of an open. And I'm like, there's people there, but it's not like as busy as you'd think. People. It's Southwest, so people weren't lining up or any of that kind of stuff.
Right.
So I'm like, I'll just go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom, and luckily I did because I could hear the overhead speaker better. They had moved my gate, but it wasn't just a spot or two down. It was completely at another whole bank of gates, and so I was basically jogging all the way over and I had carry-on stuff. So I'm like, I'm not in the best shape. So I'm like huffing and puffing. I'm like, what about meat sweats? There were full meat sweats happening right there.
You get a kebab in your back pocket, slap it around.
But the good news is I did have the exit row. And so for someone who's 6'4", that kind of shit matters. So that was really, that was a win. So I was pretty excited about that, but I almost missed my damn plane. It was like,
I got to fly today because it's dead. I never because I did an earlier flight when I came out here, and I say it's like my flights used to be like 5 a.m. or in the evening, and I flew in the middle of the day this time. No, it was like 4. No, 5. I think
it was rush hour. I drove home in rush hour is what I remember. So after dropping you off,
and I think my flight was at 7 because you dropped me off around 5. Yeah. And there was no one there. It was like I was the only person, just straight through everything. I was the only person in security, only person in the lab. I was like, what the hell's going on? It was like COVID all over again. So it was weird.
Yeah. So it was a Tuesday. That's one of the lowest travel days. I walked. Yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I traveled to Chicago on a Tuesday, and no, it was a Thursday to a Tuesday. So when I walked right up to security, or right up to the TSA agent, and then right through security. So everything was going so smooth until I almost missed my flight. But then I had exit row, so everything was right with the world.
Well, you know what you have now to work on your foot with.
What's that?
Your Rife machine.
It's a frequency machine. It's not a Rife machine, technically.
Well, isn't it the same thing?
I think it's in the same family of concepts. It's all using frequency. So I've actually got it running right now. The cord's not long enough to show you. I'm playing. Hang on. I'd have to reprogram it. But yeah, basically it looks like this. It's just one from. You can't really see it. There it is.
Here you go.
Kind of.
In front of your face.
Yeah, it's.
Because of the Bluetooth thing. The blue screen. Green screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like a CD.
Kind of, yeah. But it basically you can play like Schumann resonance, like the frequency of the Earth. Mm-hmm. You can play 528 hertz. You can put in all of them. Everything from, and it's like for anxiety. It's for like stress. It's for They've got ones for cellular regeneration. They've got them for pain.
So
They've got them for all.
is it tones that you're listening to, or is it electrical frequencies that are going through your body? Like, which are you listening to something?
So right now, it when you don't have headphones plugged into it, when it's just
Right.
kind of, it has like about a 5 foot radius. The literature was saying it just emitting this. It's not, you can't hear it, but it's just quietly emitting this somehow. So you're kind of bathing in the tones.
So okay, so you put it in your ears and you listen to something, but you don't hear anything. It's just a vibration, or you do hear something when it's in there.
Okay, so two couple ways. You can do it 3 ways.
Right.
One, don't plug anything in, like no headphones, nothing. So
yeah,
and then that quietly within a 5 foot space.
Yeah.
Well, there's no sound, so you don't hear anything. You can plug it in, and then that's when you do hear tones when you're using headphones.
Okay.
So like if you want to like really do something more kind of acute, you would use that. I think for like they got one for deep sleeping to put you like in a theta state or delta or whatever one of them. I forget which one it is, but you just put that like on your nightstand. You don't hear anything. It just kind of does its thing, and it helps put you into a deeper, more restful sleep. And then they've got them for like like all the different organs. Like for your heart, for your liver, for your gall. What's the other one? Well, whatever those all are. Like.
And so they're all in that one machine, or does it connect to a computer?
Nope. You just type in the frequency.
Right.
And then whatever you type in. So like if you want to do 714 hertz, or if you want to do 528 hertz or 825 hertz, it's all in the machine. Yeah.
And there's like an index of what they all are, and you.
Yeah, it comes with like a little booklet and tells you like, do you want this? And it tells you like for this one, listen to it on headphones for 15 to 20 minutes. For this one, just kind of have it in your workspace or by your bed or whatever. So it's pretty cool. That's why I just got to sit here. I'm like trying to see if I just got it yesterday. So
yeah, that's why. I didn't know if you'd gone through it yet, or you were just charging it up, or actually used it and had
you just have to plug it in. There is no charging to it at all. It's the only way it works is if it's plugged in, and there's not even an on and off switch. It's just either plugged in and working or off. So or unplugged, right? So, which is not quite the full extent that you had. Like you did, like the Rife machine, and so anyone that's kind of like, what are they talking about? Like if you go back and look up and do research on frequency, everything's frequency. Whether it's the Earth has a frequency or sound, all these things are frequency. And so Rife, I forget his first name. He was a doctor, right?
Royal Rife.
Roy?
Royal, ROYL.
Oh, right. Yeah, Royal Rife. That's right.
Yeah, and it's like quantum healing on the quantum level.
He basically, use your words, Joe. He basically was credited for like curing cancer by using sound frequencies, right? And the powers that be just shut that down and said, we're not really making any money off of you letting people listen to this music and healing them. So we got to be done with that little thing. So to each their own, go do your own research. But Kirsty and I are really into like alternative, not exclusively against Western medicine, but if we can be as preventive and as proactive with being healthy, then we're trying to. But certainly, if we broke an arm or had a bad thing happen, we're not totally against Western medicine. So
yeah, I mean, I think ultimately, I don't know, I can't speak for you, but my own personal belief is that we self heal. I mean, we were born, and I mean, unless you were born like with some major sorry, it's a big, I don't know if that's thunder rumbling outside. It's super loud. I can't imagine what else that is. That's really weird. But anyway, sorry. I unless we were born with some major disability from the get-go, I mean, we know how to be healthy. That's how we were born. So I believe that if we were in that state and we've only created things from outside and allowed things in, whether it's thought or physical or emotional, whatever, that has shifted our frequency inside, and that's how this all all transpires is that when you go back to what the normal state should be for each thing, so everything has a frequency of vibration, every organ, everything that you're made of, every tissue, and what happens is we become misaligned through things that we go through, and so then we start to feel pain or start to go, down a completely different route, and so then we try and cure the pain or cure the issue, and rather than actually looking at what our
I think they try to mask. A lot of times they try to mask it. They're treating symptoms by masking it. They're not actually fixing it. So, which is fine for like if you got a headache, fine, take the aspirin. But like ultimately, what you'd like is whatever's causing that stress and that headache. You'd like that to be resolved rather than just cool. I've taken medicine that just makes me not feel the pain, even though the problem still is happening. Yeah. Basically, right?
Yeah, I mean, any, toothache, stomachache, headache, they can all be debilitating. They can be the difference between being productive and lying in bed and not being able to do anything because it can be so painful. So, every now and again, I'm fine with doing that kind of stuff because you just got to get through it. But I think ultimately, if you're doing that on the regular all the time, now that's going to have an effect on and stress out other organs. And then that's going to cause a problem with that, right? And then you get more meds to fix that. And I just,
you see that all the time, right? One thing like, I've got this problem. I've got high blood pressure or whatever. My high blood pressure, the side effect is it causes liver damage. Well, then my liver damage medicine, then that causes, bloody urination. Well, my bloody urination problem needs this medicine. And pretty soon you're on 15 fucking medicines because you had one problem to begin with. And instead of treating and curing that problem, you just have this whole domino of more medicines and more doctor visits. So,
well, and again, you know that.
By the way, this isn't medical advice. This is just for entertainment. This is for entertainment purposes only. We're just discussing.
We're just having.
Is that enough of a disclaimer?
Well, no. I mean, it's like the adverts. I mean, you have them more than they are anywhere else in the world. In the US, it's like all those meds. Are you depressed? Are you overweight? Do you do you find it hard to breathe? Or you want this medicine? And then it's like going on about how it's going to fix that. And then there's like 15 side effects. Like could cause death. Could cause, pneumonia, could cause like vomiting and paralysis. And it's like, oh, cool. Okay, well, I'll take that to get rid of my depression. But, I'll have all these other things on top of that and that'll be okay. And they literally tell you it's terrifying.
Well, it's even like the ones where like the problem is only like, it's not nothing. It might be something like this cures bad breath. Which, no one wants bad breath, but I'm not going to die over bad breath, Like, if you've got bad breath, you need XY Zantic, FLA, la. And then once you take that, you're going to have, you'll lose a limb, you lose your eyesight, and potentially death. Like, well, fuck, I guess I wish I had bad breath. What's that?
May cause gangrene.
Right, yeah, exactly. Oh, man.
So anyway, I'm not like a friggin' run around in the, I'm not a hippie and that's all like, just refuses to look at. I do, like, obviously if something's very wrong and it's urgent, then take whatever you need to take to figure it out.
Sure.
But I think ultimately on the whole, I just don't want to reach that point. I want to take care of myself. So
and you like the things, and you think about something like depression, and I'm not dismissing that at all. I 100% believe people get depressed. And maybe the medicine helps them. But my thing would be like, what's the plan? Because if it's just that I have to take medicine and then have to keep upping up my dosage, and I'm 52 right now, like, and my life expectancy is 80 something, like I wouldn't want to be on a prescription for the next 30, 40 years with no plan to even ever potentially get off of it. I mean, sure, I guess if you needed it, but it's just, to me, I'd want to know, like, okay, I'm going to take this for 6 months. We're going to work on this. And then once that, we should have you off this within 6 months. But in the meantime, this is going to help you kind of weather the storm until we can get you there. Great. That's a plan,
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? Is that the whole thing of feel, like, we're humans, right? We're emotive creatures that feel But we don't want to feel when things are painful, whether it's emotional or physical. And sometimes, we just got to learn how to push through that just so that we can come out the other side, having weathered the storm, knowing what to do. And now you've learned something and moved up and ascended, and, you've got something under your belt. But we've just been raised in this culture where it's like, take this, take that, like numb the pain, whether it's mental, physical, emotional, whatever it is. And it's like, then there's all this numbing. And it's like, imagine if if it's not pharmaceuticals, then it's like, okay, well, what else can you do to numb the pain? And so then you go and look at all the behaviors that people have, just go and take drugs, or go and drink, or go and have sex, or go and spend money, or go and gamble, like do all the things that make you happy. And it's like, you're still numbing, you're not dealing with the pain. So it's not that I'm anti.
I think workaholic is on that list too. It doesn't get, I think workaholic people, like, God bless them. It's just not a stigma the way that like alcoholism or a drug addict or even a sex addict. I think when people look at a workaholic, they're like, oh, he or she's out making money and they're just driven. They're like, but at what expense? Like, they have no home life. They don't really have any friends. Their health is shit because they just don't, stop and take care of themselves potentially, And so there's a lot of ways to cope. But
absolutely. And I just think for me, I just think how do you get experience? How do you get confident in anything? By doing it and going through it, right? And pushing through and finding and discovering and having conversations and all the things that you do. But we're just sort of told to shy away. I won't mention any names, but I had just spoke to someone recently who had just had a doctor that for the last 10 years or 15 years or whatever, every time they went in to talk about, what they were experiencing, it was like they were just prescribed another med, and they were on 16 medications. 16. And they and now they're in a place where they're just so messed up. And I'm like, well, no fucking surprise. You're on 16 medications. And it's like, because each med was to compensate for the pain they were getting from the last med that they took, which was for the imbalance of the one they took before that. Yeah. And so, now they're seeing somebody else who now is like, what the hell are you doing on all these meds? And they tried to pull them off. They've gotten down to 5. But now it's like literally looking and feeling and experiencing the world like a heroin addict who you just pulled all the drugs away and went cold turkey. It's like really serious. It's like, holy moly. Like, you really got to watch all that stuff. So anyway, to the point, the Rife frequency thing is all about how to balance your body with, in the first place, isn't it? That's what that's all about.
Yeah. No, I think it's
fantastic.
I think it's interesting. And, it was less than $100. I think it was like $69 or something. Like, it wasn't that much money. 69, dude. When do like, no, but it's like, it wasn't that expensive. What's that?
The peanut gallery. Ooh, 69. Yeah.
Right. No, you started chuckling. I'm like, we're gonna do stuff Mark jokes. Yeah. It was $79. Let's just do that if that makes everyone feel better. Yeah. So it's not super expensive, and if it does even a little bit of what it could potentially, I'm just curious to see what it does. Other things, people, I've seen these like the guy that's what's that? It's the Diary of the CEO. I was just watching an episode of that. Have you seen that podcast? He's an English guy. I don't remember his name. Yeah, but it's really I think it's a really interesting podcast. He gets really good.
Stephen someone. His name's Stephen.
And he had a guy on talking about mitochondria and how important mitochondria health is. So one of the things that I'm also a fan of is red light therapy. So they were talking about that kind of stuff. They were talking about the bits that have gotten, the chlorella and the spirulina, like all that stuff is really good for mitochondria health. And it's just really interesting that when you give your body the right raw materials and you kind of do the right thing, we're always taught, oh, cool. On DMT. Yeah, I can't remember if I saw that one or not, Dan. Because we were talking about DMT last week, weren't we?
I think I saw that one, Dan. There's a guy, isn't it? He was an ex-military guy who's been trying all that stuff out. He's done a couple with him, I think, and he was talking all about the differences and what happens with it all. Show it to Joe. I think I've seen it. It was cool.
Very cool. Yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah, so I just, as much as you can do to be proactive and, take care of yourself, all this stuff too. The things like wearing sunglasses and sunscreen. Now, everyone make your own choices. I'm not, again, giving medical advice here, but I've seen that where when you wear sunglasses, it actually facilitates you getting a worse sunburn, because if you wear sunglasses, it tricks your brain into thinking that it's nighttime, and then when it's nighttime, it doesn't use its normal like sun protection, our own natural sun protection, whatever those aspects may be. But so you actually get more sunburn by wearing sunglasses, and I've tested this, and I live in Arizona and go to Mexico, so.
That's the thing. Whenever we hear about this stuff, we're like, "Come on, let's try it out." We just want to test everything because, I just don't believe everything I hear. But I'm really open to hearing things. And the weirder it is, the more I'm like, "Okay, tell me more. I want to know." And I want to go. I want to kind of like put it to bed. So I don't say things lightly when I talk about them. So I think same for you.
But the sun gets vilified, right? Like in our culture, the sun is vilified. And you look around at everyone; they're like, and I get it. If you've got problems, then you should take care of like if you got a sunspot or what do you call it, like whatever, something like that, then but they say that the sunscreen has all these carcinogens in them, and these things that actually are what's causing the cancer, that parlayed with seed oils and the shitty stuff that's in our food. So that's what's giving people skin cancer. I mean, look at all these animals that, like, if a cat catches a sunbeam, they lay in it, they get all sprawled out, or a dog. Like, they say. yeah, the old they say.
Studies say you just have to change it, and then people take you seriously. Studies have proven. You just don't ever have to specify which ones, but people like to add
9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 doctors agree that which ones that were getting paid by big pharma,
Science
I think everyone just takes their own, just do your own thing. But like, I just think it's interesting that the sun has been vilified, but vitamin D deficiencies and all that stuff, it's huge. We're like, well, all you have to do is just go outside. It's right there.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly this. Exactly. That's like that movie Anchorman. the cologne this guy was wearing. He's like, it's 100% effective 20% of the time.
100% true. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Totally. I'm not a cynic. I'm actually totally a cynic. That's what's so funny. I just think it's funny when you say something that no one's really heard of, or they're not sure about, and they immediately think you're like really woo-woo, or you're off your rocker or whatever. And it's like, I'm one of the biggest cynics there is. The reason I've come to believe certain things is because I've gone out to prove them wrong. Like when someone says something really kind of extreme, I'm like, what? Really? And instead of shutting them down, I'll go research it. And I usually find that in my research, I start turning my ideas around, because I'm like, because normally I would never have put that much energy into something. And right. It's all about you trying to prove it wrong. And I've been proved wrong many times, and sure. Come to realize, like, actually, you know what? This is kind of true. So, yeah.
Yeah. And I think I'm just curious. So I'm a curious person. So I just, like, if someone says something like, sunglasses actually cause more sunburns than not, or whatever it might be. I'm like, just really, and then you go dig into it a little bit, and it might be bullshit. It might be, but so then I try it out. I go to the beach without sunglasses, and I'm like, didn't get as burned that time as I did last time when I did wear my sunglasses. So works for me. It's very
true. I can vouch for you. You did it in Mexico, because the amount of times that we've been out down by the beach and just like you don't feel the heat or anything like that, and we've just been totally fine. Out there all day long, and so
I don't really go out all day. I mean, it's a couple hours. I mean, I haven't been out there from like 8 in the morning until sunset. But to your point, we're out there for more than just getting from the door to the car. Like right. But yeah, and Facebook, that's and TikTok and all these social media platforms. I think that's so easy to steer a narrative either way. I mean, I think we're all victims to some extent of some kind of media manipulation. So just, go spend some time.
I think a good rule of thumb is to look at animals, because animals don't give a shit. like they're just gonna, they're instinctive. And so animals will lay in the sun. Animals won't drink certain water from certain places. Animals do respond to frequencies. Whenever I've played like binaural beats or rife frequencies, and I have it blaring out, like my animals will go to sleep.
Light.
Calm
when we
down.
put the red light on,
yeah, absolutely. So there's lots of things that you can just test with animals, animal testing. But you know what I mean? They will naturally respond with no bias whatsoever. So for me, it's kind of like, well, they're all doing it. Then obviously I'm not an animal, but it's not going to be life threatening.
Dan's got a social experiment here for me. He thinks we should lay me out there for 10 hours without any of these. I wouldn't do that. Like if I went. I'm not saying I would never use sunscreen, but it's just I would slather it all on just for being outside for an hour either. So
yeah.
It's just, plus, when I'm like in my pool, I've got umbrellas up, and so we sort of just get some sun and then get in the shade and manage it. Plus, I just don't like the sliminess of sunscreen.
but when you do layer, build it up and layer up your tan, like half an hour every morning in the low sun, and then gradually get browner and browner. Then when you're in the hot sun, really doesn't matter. I mean, Dan, you turn fucking black when you go out in this. Look at the color of you at the moment. I mean, you're not burned, but I don't know. Do you wear sunglasses? But I just feel that the layering up over time, you just don't burn when that happens. I don't anyway. So.
Well, you're just smart about how you do it too. Like I said, I wouldn't just go be at the beach for 10 hours without any kind of protection. We have an umbrella and an easy up that we take down, so we're not like, if we know we're going to be at the beach longer, we're not out in the pounding sun midday just being numbskulls about it. But
I used to do that too when I was a teenager. We literally, and there's meme videos about this from the 80s, but like we literally went out and would lay on tinfoil and cover ourselves in baby oil and just literally bake, sun in lemon juice in our hair, and just like, so I probably did all my burning.
I remember the baby oil. That was kind of a thing in the 80s, wasn't it? You're like, if you really want to get tan, and then it's like you look like Arnold Schwarzenegger at a bodybuilding contest, so shiny, I mean,
Hawaiian Tropic?
What's that?
Hawaiian Tropic was the sun lotion.
Yeah.
And it was like they did the cream, but it was also like the brown bottle, and it was one that was the oil, and it smelled of coconut, and you'd just be like,
it was the
it's really expensive.
Saint-Tropez. There was like a Saint-Tropez one.
That's right.
And then I went to Saint-Tropez, France. I'm like, oh, that's what this is from. Okay, there's actually a town.
You didn't know?
What?
How American of you. You didn't know. It's in you.
Not what I know European geography. I can name all 50 states. Most people can't do that. So
oh, that's too funny. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. So
the only two that mess me up are Vermont and New Hampshire, because they kind of look the same. And I like which one's on the left and which one's on the right. Those kind of mess me up. I'm pretty good with North Dakota and South Dakota.
I suck.
You'd have to know North and South, babe.
Huh?
You'd have to know North and South.
Oh, you're funny. My mom, what was that? Oh my god, my mom sold all that stuff in her tanning salon because those were once a thing. They really were. Was that before your time, Dan? I keep forgetting that you're younger than us. I always think we're all the same age, but we're really not. So
yeah, they were a thing, but they kind of phased out. That was a totally different bandwidth of UV, though, wasn't it? It wasn't like a healthy sun. It was like
salon
if you, the tanning beds.
I used to have a tanning bed. When I lived with my flatmate, I don't know how she got it. She got it from somewhere, but we had it. We would just go on it every single day after school and just lie there.
It was probably Simon LeBon from Duran Duran bought it for her as a parting gift for her efforts the night before.
That was another one. Oh my god. Yeah.
No, there's just plain out stupid shit. I mean, they'll probably someday look at just people eating fast food, like what is in those McDonald's burgers, and it's like, well, I know there's some even not that, but if you look at like the people that like have a McDonald's Happy Meal or whatever from like 10 years ago or 20 years ago, they look the same now as they did. Like they haven't, and the flies won't eat it. Same thing with margarine. Like, margarine.
Yeah. Again, ants. Look at ants. You can drop different foods on the floor and watch what they swarm to and watch what they don't, and that'll tell you straight away, like whether something is healthy or not.
Yeah,
mind you, I think they kind of swarm around dog shit too. But then that could be because of what dogs eat is just meat and vegetables.
Veggies.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
I was going to say my dog likes to eat all sorts of things. I'm staying on a farm right now, and she would just eat anything, any shit, basically. It's just like, no, what are you doing? It's like so gross. It's not just cat stuff anymore.
I don't know what this message is. Is that a fist? Is that like black people? Is like, do black people need sunscreen?
I need my glasses. I don't even know what that says. What does it say? It's a black fist. Do Black Lives Matter? Do they need sunscreen? It's one of those things.
Okay, well, about that, like there's millions of people in Africa that they don't wear sunscreen. The people that are out in the safari or whatever, right? Like because they've adapted to being out in the sun, like the Aborigine people out in Australia, like they don't wear sunscreen, and they're not falling.
They have darker skin, right? To start with, like they have the melanin.
The melanin, yeah. I mean, so I don't know. Don't know.
I mean, if you put somebody who's really pale, like a redhead with blue eyes and pale skin, they're going to burn more than somebody with dark eyes and dark hair or whatever. But you do have people who are dark but very pale as well. But like, it's different coloring, isn't it? Like will be more like if you think about all the Sherpas that are on top of the mountains and when it's really friggin' hot in like South America and all those types of places. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're not. I don't know. Maybe they're using like animal fats and things like that because there's a lot of people that use that kind of shit, which is we've now found to be really healthy. That's why we got tubs of tallow sitting around the house because people are using that. So it's like it just goes. I
used all ours, by the way.
Oh, you did?
Yep. Well, yeah, and the French fries taste way better in beef tallow, so pretty damn good.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's just I don't know. We're just sold so much, and that's the thing, isn't it? It's the media. You're just told day in, day out. The more you're glued to your screen, whether it's television or the internet or whatever. I mean, you're just being sold stories all the time, and that's all anybody. You're always being marketed to. So, and people have got really, really good at it. So, and then
look at cigarettes. Look at cigarettes. Like even after it was just 100% universally known that cigarettes give you cancer. Kids still like I get it. Like if it's someone like my grandpa who started smoking, who's now passed away, but like he started smoking before all those. I mean, they used to have doctors. There are advertisements of doctors saying like Marlboro Red are the cigarettes that make me feel calm. Like doctors that are endorsing smoking. Like so that was the 50s. And like so I get people that kind of picked up smoking back then because they didn't know any different. But the people like today that are starting to smoke, it's like that's a curious habit to pick up, knowing what it can lead to, right?
Well, it's interesting because I think it's less cigarette smoking. It's more the vaping now, isn't it, with the kids?
Yeah.
Because smoking is banned everywhere. I think vaping, you can vape indoors. So I don't think there's anything against vaping inside. Maybe some places. I'm not sure.
Here there is. You can't just vape anywhere. So. Okay. But you can sneak it better.
Sure.
I got a friend who sneaks it. Like, you're not supposed to do that.
Oh, yes, I know.
And everyone that's listening knows who I'm talking about too. We have a common friend. Don't want to throw anyone on the bus.
Yeah, but it's strawberry flavor or banana flavor. It's not smoke. Yeah. That's the thing. Sitting is the new smoking. Yeah, I can believe that. Because it's true. We're not moving around, and it's just so dangerous.
Yeah, we talked about this before, right? Like the kids now that won't even like they DoorDash all the everything. Like they don't leave the house because they're like, oh, I don't want to see people. I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to. It's like I'll pay 3 times as much for a Dutch Bros or a slushy or something, and like I'm just using the example. I don't know if that's actually true, but like it's like I'll DoorDash food. I could get in my car and get in less time for a third of the price, and it just
Right.
or heaven forbid you make yourself a sandwich here at home. Like it's healthier.
Yeah, that stuff's crazy. But yeah, I mean, just sitting at, but I mean, I think that got really bad, didn't it, in COVID, because everybody started working from home. So I know that people sit in offices, but obviously, like, you have to get up and go out for lunch, or you go to the washroom, or things like that, which I guess you would do at home anyway. But I mean, you can work from your bed, you can work in your house. It's like, yesterday, I told you, I didn't even leave my bedroom. I was just literally sitting here, got lost in time trying to fix this goddamn internet problem I had, and it was just exhausting. I had to do it, and I just wouldn't leave. So, I wondered by at the end of the day, I was exhausted, and it's like, I haven't stood up. I haven't done anything, like my friggin' hips are killing me, and it's all that stuff. Yeah. So yeah, it's, and just even in school.
I've got a frequency here for you for joint pain. So when you get back, we'll get you sorted out.
Yeah. Oh, I want to try that. But even like, in schools now, it's not mandatory to do physical education all the way through. Which
Vince, is it still? I don't know if you're still on, Vince, but in Illinois, I think when I was in school, we were like one of the last states in the U.S. that required PE every day. So I don't know if that's still the case, and that's 35 years ago in my case, but we had PE every day.
Yeah, so did
I. I liked it because I couldn't stand sitting in classrooms all day every day under fluorescent lights. I mean, I didn't know that was what was going on, but I had a lot of like energy, and I didn't want to be sitting still. I've even noticed, like, since I don't even have like a major injury, it's just a hairline fracture, and then just some kind of overcompensating from the pain with that. I've kind of aggravated some other stuff, but just I'm less like we were starting to do walking in the spring, and so like even with just being more confined on the amount of walking that I've been doing, like I just noticed for me, I feel it. Like when I was walking more this weekend, being up at my hometown fest, and then at the airport, and all the more walking I've done, I'm like, my grandpa always used to say, if you don't use it, you lose it. So I gotta get going.
He wasn't talking about
that. Oh, grandpa.
That was a really slow, delayed laugh there. PE every day. There we go. A 5-minute walk every hour solves a lot of problems. I believe you. I do believe you with that, Dan. Or even doing some jumping jacks or some sit-ups or just something. But I've got to say that my concentration is dreadful. You know this about me because I've told you, but it's just like, if the minute I break state of what I'm doing, I cannot get back into it. It's like a ADHD type thing, and it's like once I'm in something, I got to keep going and going and going until it's finished, because if I don't, and that's what my problem is, and then by the time I've done it, usually then I want to get up and run around and do something, but it's not always convenient. But I wish I could be more like that, time myself and every hour get up and do something. I agree.
Actually, for me, I think it helps me get back to being focused. Like if I get up and go do something, and then come back, because then it's like I sort of get the squirreliness out of, then it's like, okay, come back and do something. Right. And so this is a public service announcement. We've got a PSA. If you're ever out at dinner or lunch or out eating with Vince in any capacity, and he wants to go for a quick walk, just know that he's going to be crap dusting you the whole way. So just here we go.
Have you ever seen those things where people have gone out with infrared cameras and just walked around in public and they show up everybody's farts? Have you ever seen that? The videos? It's hilarious. No. And you walk in a store and you just see everybody is just farting. Like it's like a puff of cloud that comes up behind people.
I'd probably tolerate that longer. I'd probably tolerate that longer than a black light at a hotel, because I would probably nope, never stand in a hotel again.
You took the words out of my mouth. That's exactly what I was going to say. It's like, oh God.
I just stayed at a hotel 2 nights in a town of 3,000 people. I'm just taking, but it's a great little place. I love that hotel. Shout out to the Paddle Wheel Inn in Oregon, Illinois.
But just close your eyes and just pretend and don't do anything. That time when we got stuck in Utah.
Oh, that was terrible. That Salt Lake.
I couldn't even lay on the bed. I was in full clothes, and I wouldn't. You got in the bed, and I wouldn't.
Then I took a shower, and you're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I need a shower."
Why are you taking clothes off of you? Like, don't put your feet anywhere. It was so gross. I was like, I needed to be hermetically sealed. It was like the worst thing ever. I was like, I didn't want to know. I wanted to shut my eyes so I didn't see anything before I slept, because I was like, if I see anything, that's it. I won't be sleeping. Oh,
that is probably the worst hotel room experience I've personally ever had.
We had brutal. No other option. There was nothing. There was nowhere for
like
us.
2 a.m, or like finally getting off the road. You know, like where can you find a place? Then we get there and they're doing like their nightly batch, whatever that they do, and their whole computer system is offline for like an hour. We're like, and I asked my sister who's in the industry, I'm like, is that a thing, or is that guy just bullshitting us? And she's like, no, it's a thing. So we had to sit there, and we're in Utah, and we had gotten a bottle of wine for our room earlier in the day, and so it says signs everywhere, you know, no alcohol. We're like, screw that, our room's not ready. So we're slinging wine out there in the lobby, and we're like taking our chances. And remember, the people that were walking by were like, nobody here cares. These people are more hammered than we'll ever get off a bottle of wine.
We were like crack addicts and drunks and everything strolling through, just standing there staring at us like fucking zombies. It was like, oh my god! It was like,
you know what threw me off the scent though was that there was like a Cracker Barrel like right as you came in the complex. I'm like, well, if there's a Cracker Barrel, what could go wrong? You know,
Cracker Barrel. That's what was going on. Yeah. That's where they all went.
They put the crack in Cracker Barrel, all right. Yeah.
Right? Oh, that was horrible. I don't ever want to go through that again. That was just awful. I was totally waiting to either wake up with like cockroaches on my face or get murdered in my sleep, or it was just not a good. I would rather have slept in the car. I think I really did, and
we should have. Yeah,
but yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, well, you live and learn, but now we have our place. We have our little road place, the Quinta Inn.
Yeah, that one's nice though.
It's nice enough for what it is, right? So, and they have the Moose Lodge discount, so you got to factor that in too.
Had a pink velvet chair, so I was happy.
There you go. Very good. Well, I can see by the old clock on the wall we're a little after 7 here Arizona time, so we got through another week of Meat Sweats and Menopause. It's week 26, which means that's a half a year, so we're officially at the 6-month marker of Meat Sweats and Menopause without interruption.
Imagine, see that just to give this some thought. Imagine if while we did it, we were actually exercising for that hour. That would be 6 months of an hour of exercise once a week. I wonder if we would actually be any.
How do you know that I'm not? I'm running a marathon right now.
With your little fingers drumming on the table.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can do that. I'll just run up to the store and grab some. I think it might be a Oscar's taco night.
I knew you were going to say that.
Well, they weren't open last week, so we haven't had it in a few weeks, or 2 weeks ago. So they were on their holiday break. So we haven't done that in a while. So good on a night like tonight. So
it's one of your home comforts, Oscar's.
It's one of my home comforts. Yeah, exactly. Had to come all the way back to Arizona to get a good burrito. Although
Speaking of that,
I drove by the All Famous, but we didn't go in. So,
well, here I was kind of like, I got accustomed to your Mexican delicacies out there. And so I've come back here in Canada and saying, oh, I'm going to make burritos. I'm going to do all these things here. Well, there's no ingredients because obviously Mexico is not our like, it's
close
not
neighbor.
Close to like it is for you guys. So all we have is an El Paso aisle in the supermarkets, and which I know it's blasphemous, but I went to go buy a can of refried beans and it was $5. So
that's insane. But, what I noticed, we went to go run and grab some groceries the other night in where my brother lives in Homewood, and Vince can attest to this. The frozen pizza there, they have frozen pizzas from all the big pizzerias in town. So yeah, like Lou Malnati's like we've got here. Rosati's has got a frozen pizza. Uno's has got a frozen. It's like even their frozen pizza is better than Good pizza. And I only got pizza once when I was, well, that's not true. I got a taco pizza and it was not that great. So
Yeah.
I only got good Chicago pizza once the whole time I was there.
I have yet to experience this.
Soon.
I need
Have to do it soon.
to get up with you so that we can go and test all of these delicacies.
You will be put through your paces if you're someone who likes nice, like you can go like super high end all the way to just even some nice quick places. So yeah,
I look forward to it.
Vince, we got to take her to El Famoso. That's the drunk burrito place we'd always go after hitting the bars all night. We'd go downtown to the city and have a good time, and then at 4 or 5 in the morning when we're coming home, this is back when we were in our 20s. On our way home, you have to swing through it's called El Famous, but we call it El Famoso. And at that point in our life, there was no gut route the next day, but I think that might be a concern at this point. But I look forward to trying. We'll keep the lights on. Very good. Now that'd be fun. All right. Well, thank you very much, guys, for hanging in there with us. It was a fun banter and great discussion, and thank you for the support. And look forward to being in touch with y'all soon.
Enjoy your time with Vince.
30-minute for a walk. But thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Look forward to seeing y'all soon. And we'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. So have a good one.
Take care. Bye-bye.